Welcome back, everybody, to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it, like we were evolved to do. We're speaking today about the history of breakfast, specifically in Europe. I got a comment from one of you, and it was so great, and it said, today people are acclimated to eat around a work schedule to fit the industrial area. And that is so true. We still have this really kind of toxic, unnatural idea of meal times in our heads, and there is actually some cool history behind it. The word breakfast in English and also other Northern European languages has only been around from about the 1500s. Before that, we don't see a whole lot of evidence that there really was a breakfast in the north of Europe, especially as we go further back in time to the Viking Age, Iron Age, and before. Most of the evidence and sources show that breakfast was really only reserved for the sick, the children, and the poor laborers. Everyone else just had 2 meals a day in the morning and afternoon traditionally. We see something different in the south of Europe. The Romans had a concept of breakfast, but they called it these 2 words. I'll put it up here because I have bad pronunciation of those, and it literally meant break the fast, like breakfast. But even those words seem to be from later on in time, as Roman civilization was at its peak as a meal for like soldiers and laborers. Ancient Greece, same thing with their ariston. It's mentioned in some very ancient sources to be a meal to start the day before chores or a labor-weary woodsman, but most people actually did not have it. We can even go to ancient Egypt, where peasants working for the pharaohs were said to be the ones that ate breakfast. So I think you all get the idea by now. Breakfast were for the peasants, to give them some energy before the workday so they can be more productive. But it's not really a natural diet for us humans. You can look at any tribal people around the world, and they are not really eating breakfast. Maybe only the children eat breakfast in a tribal culture. In the north of Europe, it was only about 1500 years ago, and we were pretty much the same. In the south of Europe, you may have to go back 3,000 years, but it would have been the same for them too. To go back to a time when we were all free, there was no slavery, there were no poor people, we hunted, we gathered, we farmed, and it was a time before people that were poor had no choice but to trade physical labor for food and housing. When we were free humans and tribal people, we woke up in the morning and said, fuck you, I don't want to build your damn pyramids. I'm gonna wake up, relax, have some tea, maybe some coffee, do some stretching and meditation or some reading, and then maybe about noontime, me and the boys will go hunt, the women and the kids will forage, and maybe we'll do some farm work and keep some livestock on the family farm like that. In this type of lifestyle, we didn't need breakfast for energy. But at one point in our history, societies became so big that resources were low and the poor had to trade the only resource that they had, physical labor, for some very wealthy person to pay them because they were too lazy to do physical labor themselves. Like here, peasant, get up early and eat this shitty breakfast so you can be more productive and keep you a little happier in your miserable life. But our natural human way is to say, fuck you, I'm not gonna get up early and push your damn plow or pick your damn corn. And this attitude is definitely still in my DNA. I hate getting up early, I'm not even hungry in the morning, and I don't want to even eat until afternoon. I don't know, are you guys the same? Let me know in the comments. I have had some very hard manual labor jobs before, and I was actually hungry then, very hungry in the morning, but thankfully now I'm done with all that and can save my energy for the gym instead of making my boss's factory money. So on top of that also, the natural way of skipping breakfast is healthier too. Most of you know this, it's intermittent fasting, the 16-8 diet. This is nothing new, humans have been doing it forever, and I still do it today, and I would encourage you guys to try it too. I know it's hard if you have a physical labor job, but for those who can, I definitely recommend it.